Hi there, my name's Sarah McGrory. I'm a children's and family and youth worker in Clydebank. I go to Morrison Memorial Church, and this is a little bit about me to introduce myself. I moved up to Scotland 2.5 years ago. My husband was from Paisley. Sadly, he passed away not long after we got up here. But God has been amazing, and He's using me in some of the most incredible ways. I'm on a really good journey, and I'm excited to see where I go. Just before I came up here, I was in the Highgrove shop in Tetbury, and there was this little book on the shelf, Mindful Thoughts for Gardeners. Really felt like God told me that I should purchase the book. I had a little bit of a row with him on the spot because it was $5.99 and I wasn't going to pay $5.99 for this little book. But anyway, I was obedient to him and I did what I was told and I bought the book. Unbeknownst to me, it was all part of his plan. And when I got to Scotland, I joined the Leamy Foundation, who work with children and young people in schools and disadvantaged families gardening, believe it or not. They encourage people to grow their own food and to live in community, and it's been an absolutely fantastic journey. Recently became aware of something called Forest Church. Forest Church is from the Diocese of Gloucester, which was the next diocese to where I used to live in Wiltshire, funnily enough. It says that many people around us find that their most profoundly spiritual moments are when they're outdoors in nature. It's a contemporary movement with its roots in the long Christian tradition of engagement in nature, such as the Celtic and Franciscan approaches. Those engaged in Forest Church are seeking to meet with God in and through their connection with the natural world. The hope is that Forest Church will become a spiritual home for those outside the traditional church who relate better to outdoor spirituality than gatherings in a church building. Well, especially at the moment when we can't gather in a church building, I think it's a fantastic idea to be able to explore God's creation outside. So come with me, won't you, as I go for my little dog walk and see what I can see this morning. Hi. Well, this is my dog Sky, if she'll come here and introduce herself. Hello, Sky. Would you like to speak? Sky, speak. Say good morning. Oh well, she's just excited because we're going out on our walk. But the first thing that I can see is down here is the old Clydebank railway line. And as I'm walking past, I become aware of the buds on the trees. Despite the fact that there's noise around me everywhere from the traffic, even in the middle of it all, there's new life springing to life on the trees. And as you look, you're reminded of the Garden of Eden and God's creation when He first created the vegetation and the world around us. Did you know, even in this puddle, that one day I was walking and I came across it and I was annoyed because it blocked my way. But stop and look. Look at the reflection of the trees in the puddle, the blue sky. Then one day as I walked, I noticed the frog spawn that was in the pond. Not the pond, the big puddle that comes off of the pond across the path. Frog spawn, new life, just lying there waiting to be reborn. Absolutely amazing. From something that first annoyed me to now to look at the creation of it and something so beautiful. And over there, I don't know if you can see him, the heron that I spoke about, resplendent in its glory, stood patiently waiting to be fed, as we should be still in the knowledge that He will feed us. Don't forget, folks, I'm stood in Clydebank, Glasgow, Scotland. God is at work all over the place. By the way, if you want some more information on Forest Church, you can look it up on the Forest Church website, or check out my website, Somewhere in Between. Somewhere in between. It's not church, it's not school, it's somewhere in between. It's somewhere where we can meet with God, where we are, because that's where He is. God bless everyone. Bye bye.